Hey y'all, oh my gosh. It's been so long. So first of all, I'm gonna catch you guys up really quick. This is gonna be fast. I am pregnant, carrying a baby girl. So that's kind of where I've been. And a lot has changed with me, you know, a lot of crochet going on, and I just really didn't know where I wanted to take my YouTube channel. And a few weeks ago, I was just like up in the middle of the night. Side note, the only real pregnancy symptom I have, besides being able to smell things a lot and gaining weight, I have to spit. It's so annoying, it's so gross, but I have to keep this water bottle with me and spit. So I'm gonna be talking and spitting, but this is real. I show y'all everything that's going on. So yeah. Anyway, oh my God. Yeah. So I was up in the middle of the night, and I was just like, so many revelations were coming into my mind. I get really bad pregnancy insomnia. And so when I just like lay there and kind of like let the thoughts in my mind just like, and I was like, a light went off, and I was like, you know what? If not every day, as much as I can, like I want to do a video diary, because basically my idea is like to walk y'all through the thoughts that go in my mind and like show y'all how I talk to myself, because I went through depression. I went through negative thoughts. I still have to battle things, you know what I'm saying? Because life is always about it. You're not going to just wake up one day and be healed. And sometimes I feel like people get caught up in those cycles because they think, well, if you believe in Jesus and all that stuff, and you're a Christian or Hebrew, whatever, when you come into the truth and God saves you and you're still fighting spiritual warfare, that can attack somebody's faith because they don't understand. They don't understand, like, no, when you start living for God, like, no, you're going to get spiritually attacked more, because we live in a dark place. A lot of people are actually miserable. When your eyes open, you see, like, a lot of people are really unhappy and just projecting that all day. So when somebody is embodying true healing, somebody is like, for me, I can see beyond the veil. I can see people for who they are. I can see the things that people deal with. And when interacting with me, you have to come authentic. You have to bring the authenticity. And a lot of people are actually hiding. A lot of people don't know who they are. A lot of people are not everything they say that they are. And that makes them uncomfortable having to, so I just feel like when you heal and stuff like that, sorry, I just like lost my train of thought. Anyway, basically, I just like, all these thoughts go through my mind, and I want to help people get out of the ruts that they're in. Like I said, I still have to go to bat with negative thoughts. I still get spiritually attacked, from random strangers on the internet. And it's like, it just lets me know that I'm on the right path. Because it's like, I don't meet a lot of people where they just go through all that. So anyway, as I was in the shower today, what came to my mind was like, challenge those thoughts. You have to challenge those thoughts. And so for the first daily diary, and sorry, I had to back you guys up, but going forward, it's just going to be the word I have in my head, like the phrase or whatever, and then I'm going to kind of elaborate. But you have to challenge those thoughts. You can wake up and, like, for instance, when I first started crocheting, I wanted to like delete all my stuff. Like, the thoughts in my mind would be like, who do you think you are to have a business? Who do you think you are? You think you good? But that's because like a lot of in my life, I didn't have a lot of people supporting me. People always was like trying to think I'm better than them or something. Like, I don't know why I get that, because I don't come off like that. I know I don't. So I have to defeat those thoughts in my mind, because I started to dim my light. So that's something that's been programmed into my mind and my subconscious over and over. And everyone has different ones. Rather they feel like they're a failure, they're ugly, they're fat, they're not good at anything. We all deal with some type of negative thought pattern that tries to like come in our mind. A lot of it's subconscious. And, you know, when those things happen, you just have to constantly challenge them. Like, sorry, y'all. You just have to constantly challenge them. Like, no, that is a lie. This thought that's in my head that's trying to like make me not believe in myself, not believe I'm worthy of this, not believe that I'm strong enough, smart enough, creative enough. That's a lie. Because I am all these things, and you have to like go in the mirror and talk yourself up. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, and you just like let these things cross your mind and you don't check them and you don't put something positive back in, like either one, eventually you'll start to believe that, or you'll start to like live and walk and embody it. You know what I mean? And it's a fight. Like it's annoying, you know, it happens, but here we are. We're in this world that, you know, that's just how the world is. Society's always showing you what beauty means and what this is and what success looks like, and everyone has bought into what being accepted basically. And when you don't get a lot of likes, or when people aren't supporting your business and stuff, like it can mess with you, especially if you already have these self-defeating thoughts going on in your head, and you just have to like love yourself. That's what helped me. My thing was like, you know what? If nobody in this world rock with me, first of all, God rocks with me. If nobody likes my art, if nobody thinks I'm cute, if nobody wants to be my friend, whatever the case is, like being strong enough and making the decision and be like, you know what? But I'm gonna rock with me. I'm gonna rock with me. I don't need no like. I don't need people reinforcing what I think about myself. Because a lot of times you start projecting that, like if you feel down about yourself and when you're interacting with people and that's how you feel, like that's the energy you're letting out. So sometimes I feel like we can kind of attract those things to us, you know. One thing I've learned about like trauma and stuff is like when you come here to overcome something, it's going to be reinforced throughout your whole life. Like me, I feel like I've dealt with rejection in a way that made me go within too much. Like I wouldn't speak and, you know, do all these things. But it's like when I speak, people are inspired. When I speak, you know, people listen and they can change their lives and all those things. So I feel like the devil, the enemy, was like, okay, let's reject her so she doesn't use her voice. Like that's what it is. Like whatever you're good at, there's going to be something negative that tries to come attack that and make it toxic, or like you too scared to use it. Because I dealt with social anxiety. So not only was I dealing with social anxiety and, you know, all that, I was dealing with social anxiety. Sorry, I'm like thinking all over the place. I was dealing with social anxiety. I would just have like an irrational fear of like associating. And I was like thinking about myself and who I was when I was a little girl. I'm like, I was never like that. Like I was like, I'm the center of attention. Everybody look at me. I got something to say. I'm funny, you know, like just speaking my mind, doing whatever. And when I moved cities, I started kind of like getting bullied. The girls like bullied me. And I used to think because it was like there was something wrong with me. But it was just because they was jealous. And so those years of all that rejection and girls like acting like they're my friend and like trying to fight me and like doing this like weird stuff to like make me feel left out and stuff got to me. Like I started internalizing it. You know what I mean? So it made me like not be myself anymore. It made me not be goofy and be funny and shine my light. Because that's my light. Me being goofy and funny and carefree and just like, I'm not scared. You know what I mean? Like I just go for things and like that inspires people when I speak. You know, like I be having a lot to actually say. Like I'm very, I'm very smart. And because I was mute for so long, I'm still learning how to like, you know, but these videos help. and me just being like, you know what, I might be awkward. Because now it turned into like being scared of being awkward. Like, oh, I'm going to say the wrong thing, or I'm going to stutter and all these things. So it just created more fears that like made me go like this. And that's what made me depressed, because like deep down inside, my soul was like, girl, we need you to express yourself. But I was too scared. So, you know, even though I didn't know at the time, like I finally realized, like, dang, that's why I was dealing with depression, because I just wasn't being me. I wanted to create, I wanted to paint or do my makeup or say something funny, but I would overthink it, like, oh, what if they think I'm weird because I say this, or something stupid like that. You know what I mean? It's like I had to just be like, challenge that thought and be like, man, forget them folk. You know, forget them folk. There's nothing wrong with me. So, yeah. That was just like what was on my mind this morning when I was in the shower. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So basically, yeah. Yeah. I got to start getting it more in the moment, though, because it'd be so potent, y'all. Like, the way I talk to myself. And that's what I'm going to do. You know, like, sometimes, like I said, I'd be up at 2 o'clock. And them thoughts be there. So I might go outside or something, get a light, because I don't want to wake people up, because I'd be up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And a revelation just comes to me, like something that can just like break chains off of people's life. You know, and I feel like God wants me to use my voice. They're not going to be this long, but since this was like a little update and, you know, I know this is so gross, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, like, challenge them thoughts, y'all. Challenge them thoughts. Period.